Hey, sweet treats, this is All of the Sticks. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Deadpool. I did watch the movie. It was awesome, so I have to do a review on it. I think I lost my paper though. 1 second. I have to get my paper. I do apologize, so give me 2 seconds. Where'd my paper go? Paper, where are you, you bastard? There you are. Found it. I wasn't able to do the recording at the exact same time as watching it, so unfortunately I had to make notes, which is very unfortunate. Let's see, where are my notes? And it is nobody's fault that it was done, it's just happened. Where are you? There's so many notes in this book. Oh, wait, here. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Oh, here it is. I found it. Perfect. Some quick points I'm going to talk about is the acting, the folly, and the pacing. And as a bonus, if I have enough time, I'm going to talk about what I hope for from Deadpool number 2. So first off, the acting. Ryan Reynolds is actually one of my favorite actors. I love his energy, and I really do like his acting. So I decided to start with that. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I can't remember who actually played the other people. I just knew Ryan Reynolds because I liked him when he was the first Weapon X in Wolverine. But the jokes were amazingly on point from Deadpool as well as from all of the other characters. There was a point where where a joke did get a little bit old. I'm like, please stop saying this joke. And then when they did it again, and actually when I thought like, okay, I'm done with this joke, it needs to go away. After I said that, there was one last joke, and then it was done. They didn't say it again, and I loved it. And they finished it off a perfect way, to where I was getting tired of it, but it was still really good. I love the dialogue back and forth between the characters. And especially liked when Deadpool, per the usual, breaks the fourth wall. And not many times a character does this. Sometimes they usually just go along with it. A character will say, "What are you talking about?" Or, "I'm right here." And Deadpool will immediately dismiss, "I'm not talking to you. Duh." Which is actually something I really enjoy about Deadpool. I really like his fourth wall breakage, his magic... I think it's called the Magic Bag. Yeah. That's actually one of the things I really liked about Deadpool, though they didn't really introduce it in this one. Unless you actually count the Magic Bag, but it was still really funny. Sorry. The folly. I really like the folly. If you don't know what follies are the noises that are made when you are watching a movie. So like when water drips off of the water drips from the sink. That's probably produced by folly. When somebody's walking, that walking sound is produced by folly because each step is different from them walking on papers, to walking on cement, to walking on sand, etc. and so forth. And that can't be done from the stage because there's so many other noises around that they have to do it in editing. And I really like that. I really enjoy folly. You can also tell like the realistic versus the comic noises, which I really enjoyed. Like some noises were obviously meant to be obvious, while others were meant to be more realistic. Like you're supposed to know that they were happening. Like it was supposed to be closer to real life instead of just comics. And it's also noises versus the soundtrack. The noises were really good. When the noises were on point, I could get myself immersed. But when I heard a slight change, I knew it was Deadpool coming, and it was Deadpool's work. I loved the music. The music was really good. I was really kind of hoping for the Deadpool rap from the video game. I won't lie, that would have been awesome. See, pacing. The pacing is like the visuals, the story, the pacing was pretty good. There were some parts that were pretty quick. There were some parts that were there was actually not really a slow part. There was one part that was a slow part, but that was actually more of a joke that it was slow than it actually being really bad. I like the atmosphere. The atmosphere was really good, and it helped pace the story. Something Mobius noticed as well as I did. He brought it up to me, and it brought me to kind of realize it, that when Deadpool, the difference between Deadpool and Wade are almost night and day in the movie. Don't get me wrong. I know they're the same person, but in the movie when they're viewed, Deadpool's he's in the light. He's got the spotlight on him. Everything is open around him, letting him be as chaotic as he needs to be. When it's Wade Wilson, it's usually very dark. It's very serious. He's most likely in a closed or crowded area when he's Wade Wilson. But while he's Deadpool, he's bombastic, he's ecstatic, he's loca, and it's just really good. Sorry, I'm trying to read my handwriting because I had to write really tiny because this is my notebook. It's like super small, and I was doing it while we were in like the middle of a restaurant. Good, like jumping. Oh, that's right. There was some jumping. I was trying to remember what it was I'm talking about. There was some jumping, but it wasn't a bad kind of jumping. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but the jumping was really awesome. It's not like literal jumping. It is like story jumping, like flashbacks and flash forwards. Really enjoyed it. It was amazing. Okay, since I'm only 6 minutes in, I'm going to say what I really hope to see from Deadpool 2 because we already know it's going to be in the works. I really hope there are more cameos from other Marvel and DC characters because that would be hilarious in and of itself if Deadpool just jumped into DC. I do hope from number 2, I really hope we see a lot more Captain America. Because those of you who don't know from the comics, Deadpool has an very unhealthy relationship with Spider-Man, but he has a lot of respect for Captain America. He adores Captain America so much that he will trust him implicitly no matter what. And it does become his downfall in a comic, which is one of my favorites, but it is kind of weird. But seeing that respect and seeing somebody actually calm down Deadpool instead of riling him up like Wolverine would be really funny for the audience, and they'd be like, well, what the heck's going on? And I really hope from the second one, I really hope we see Blue Box and White Box. If you don't know who Blue Box and White or Yellow Box and White Box are, they are Deadpool's thought boxes. They are two different, completely different personalities, including his own mind. So he has like 3 people going around in his mind, but they act like different entities. You have Deadpool's thoughts, which are basically Wade Wilson's thoughts. Yellow Box, which is completely loca. Like the worst ideas ever, the craziest scenarios, the crazy imagination. And then you have White Box. White Box is incredibly proper and actually kind of like reels back Deadpool thing. Like it's like the good angel and the bad angel, basically, but in big thought boxes. I love it. One last thing, I did see. I was super excited to see a specific character. If you don't know, his name is Bob. Bob is one of my favorite Deadpool side characters. If you don't know who Bob is, you should pick up a comic book because it's hilarious. And he just had a small role in the first Deadpool movie, but that they actually acknowledged his existence made the entire movie for me. Oh my gosh, there are so many jokes that I want to tell in the movie, and you've probably seen them all online. But I'm trying not to laugh so much, but it's making my mind go back to the movie, which I'm probably going to see again. But it makes my mind go back to the movie and makes me enjoy it all over again. Just from the little itty bitty tidbits I'm seeing here and there. Okay, This movie gets 11 out of 10 sticks. I am not kidding. It's, okay, I won't lie. It's not my favorite movie, but it is very high on the list. If it breaks my sticks record, then you should probably go see it. If you are of age, I would not recommend going to see the movie if you are under 17 or under the rated R age rate for your city, state, whatever. But it was an amazing movie. But I can't stop thinking about this movie because it's one of my favorite movies. I was looking forward to it. I was brought in a little bit by the hype, but I loved Deadpool since I was in middle school. I don't talk about him a lot, but because nobody else gets it. But I've been loving Deadpool since I was in middle school, and seeing his movie come out was something I was looking forward to for a really long time. So, Marvel, if you ever watch this, don't yell at me, but I really want to see a lot of Deadpool cameos. I'm pretty sure Ryan Reynolds would do it for free. Just to be able to troll the viewers and just to be able to troll the actors. It's a Deadpool thing. It's a Ryan Reynolds thing. And they're one of the same. And if you can, one added bonus, if they can, please, 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 Nolan needs to play one of the boxes. Or he needs to do some part of the acting somewhere in there. Nolan needs to get in there. Because, yeah, it needs to happen. Oh my gosh, I did love this movie so much, but I'm running out of time, and again, rating 11 out of 10 sticks, definitely would see about 5 million more times and not be bored of it, and I hope you guys have the best day that you want. Thank you so much. Bye.